majors or were English majors?
Yeah.
Woo! Excellent. Okay. So then you probably know that like English majors have kind of fallen under a lot of criticism. Like, what can you do with an English major? So this poem is meant to answer that question. But what can you do with an English major, she asks, not knowing I am one. At best, she thinks I have sentenced myself to a life of teaching, of watching minds bloom like verdant roses thirsty for sunlight. In other words, those moments that are among the best of my life. I want to tell her that this English major can read freedom between the lines of oppression. I can sketch sex and paint obsession. I can make a sentence sit, stay, or play dead, put a paragraph on a diet and still keep it well fed. English majors redefine what's literate. Forget pronunciation, I'm talking conceptually legitimate. I've run in the shoes of so many other people, my mind is like Venus and Serena fit. English majors can tell you why the English language has so many tenses. Because the difference between some past tenses is the difference between your girlfriend asking you, did you cheat on me once, or did you cheat on me repeatedly? I can tell you that adverbs have the ability to modify other adverbs because some verbs do not just act well, but act profoundly beautifully. And some adjectives are so voluptuous, they want an adverb to add to their verbosity. An English major can tell you that the difference between past and present tense is the difference between whether you think your grandfather had died or whether he is alive inside you to this day, speaking to you like he always has. The words we use, the sentences we construct, are indicative of our very realities. They represent our perceptions, define our recollections, and change our intentions. The words we use define our reality, which is why we must sharpen our minds like the most important pencil we will ever possess. Stay up late at night to get the words right, because if the words aren't right, then we are not either. Words are both sticks and stones. They can hide truths and reveal unknowns. Words start wars and make government drones, and words can stop them too. But she's sipping her coffee, and I'm sipping mine, and my thoughts were not this articulate at this time, so I was silent. What am I going to be? A museum curator? A tour guide giver? A university professor? How about an international journalist, or a CEO on Forbes list, or a legislative analyst? What if I was none of those things? What if I was a snowboard instructor in Lake Tahoe with a profound vocabulary and a mind that can churn out thesis statements like Tony Romo's touchdown passes, because I'm less about what I'm going to do and more about who I'm going to be. But, you know, maybe I should have been a business major. This way I could add up all the times you questioned my degree and divide them by the amount that I care, and apply the answer to the invisible hand and multiply that by supply and demand. See, nobody wants me to be a business major. Who would hire an English major? Who wouldn't hire an English major? You don't want critical thinking and creative solutions? You don't want thorough research and thoughtful conclusions? You don't want someone who asks if it's right? Well, then I think English majors are exactly what this country needs. Literature taught me to see, and poetry taught me to breathe the words right off the page and into me. People who study English study life, study indifference, study politics and inference, and hopefully when all us English majors graduate, we'll learn that literature is only theory if we let it be, that complacency is next to travesty. Action must follow belief, otherwise, what does a degree in English even mean? Yeah.